Good morning, Shut-ins.
Yo.
How's everyone doing today? Other than it being late. It's almost 10:30. Hope everyone's having a good day. We'll give a couple minutes for everyone to get in, and then we'll be getting going shortly with Thirsty Thursdays with a Thirst Trap. Hope everyone's having a good day. Good morning, Derek. Morning, Nick. Hey, Rick. Thanks for liking the stream. What's up, JT? Hey, Vanessa.
Shit, you're late.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello, Vanessa.
Yeah. We're not on yet. We're like holding.
I'm looking at you.
They were sort of on for a second. Hey, Michael, if you can turn your device sort of sideways and then rewrite it, that might change it so that... There you go. Perfect. Very cool. And now I just have to... as usual, the titles are all on the wrong side. But I hope everyone's having a good morning. I think we should probably get going right away with the contest. And today it's going to be us deciding, because I think it gets a little rough sometimes when it's other people deciding what that's going to look like. I hope everyone's having a good day. What's up, Derek? Just got to fix these titles.
Yo, where everybody at? Nobody in the comments. What's up, DQ? How you guys all doing?
What's everyone up to today? What's going on? Just fixing titles. Story of my life.
What's up, JT? Sawyer been doing his push-ups.
Uh-oh.
You been doing your push-ups? I know you said you was gonna start. I know you stopped. And don't be making up stories neither, cause I'm gonna find out.
Well, that's looking pretty good. All right.
Just got me a Rona test yesterday, negative. Hope it stays that way. Well, that's a good DQ.
Hey, Michael and Vanessa, just so you know, I'm here. You can't see me, and I'll come to you guys in just a couple of minutes. I appreciate you guys being patient.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. And I'm going to, and you guys can talk amongst yourselves for a moment. I'll be right back with you. Today's contest. Let's do a contest today. What's going on, Heather Marie? Hey, Jack. Thanks for sharing the stream. What's going on, Adam? Appreciate you sharing the stream too. Today we have a pretty good show. It's Thirsty Thursdays with the Thirst Trap. Vanessa has Michael Bilkus on today. He's actually I think he's from Great Britain, but he's a magician also, in addition to probably whatever cool stuff he's done with Vanessa in the past. And so that should be pretty cool. And then we're also going to have Mary Clifton come on. We've had her on before. She's a PhD that deals a lot with cannabis and recertifications in a bunch of states, and she does consultations. She does a lot of stuff, and she's doing a new survey for cannabis and COVID, and so she's going to come on and talk about it and let us know about it, and hopefully we'll some of us can do the survey and then and help her out with it. And she's awesome. She's actually, I think, going to be coming back on Thursdays to do a regular segment, which means that it'll be interesting having Thirsty Thursdays and with Vanessa, and then also Dr. Mary Clifton coming on the regular. I don't know if she's coming on every Thursday. I think it might be that, though. Might be every Thursday. Might be every other Thursday, something like that. But that'll be cool, because Dr. Clifton's really awesome. She was a really good guest the time that she came on, and people dig her. She's got a lot of good stuff to share. So, how you doing this morning?
Good.
A couple of these CBD gummies left. That egg jar keeps getting smaller. Where's the juice go? Or is that just the volume of egg leaving the jar?
Yep, because I be eating them things.
It's like the space in there. Which weird. What's up, Jonathan? Appreciate you liking the stream. If you're watching and you want to like the stream, that's cool. If you want to share it, that's nice of you. We appreciate it. Vanessa and Michael are having a grand time. Hopefully they don't talk about too much. Hopefully they save some of the good stuff. But you know what's a good thing about this? If we get the contest going and we get them on, if we want, we can go out for a smoke.
Ain't nobody in the comments. Ain't nobody even watching. Like, that's because I can't share it. Because I'm still blocked.
Well, in any case, let's get it going. And let's do... So, Heather Marie, if you can...
Well, I think I'm lying. I think I can like the stream now. Did it pop up?
It might in a second. By the way, I just want to show this for 1 second because it happened yesterday during the show, and it was... Oh, actually, this is new. And so, Lisa, this may have happened. Lisa, I know you might be watching right now.
Still can't like the stream.
Check this out. Pew, here comes the little thing dropping off the box. And what does it say? It says that Lisa bought a t-shirt. Thank you, Lisa, for buying a t-shirt. We really appreciate it. I don't know if that showed
Lisa
before.
bought a t-shirt.
They're awesome t-shirts.
It's going to be a crop top.
Because he takes taxes. I think that's what he's talking about. I think what would be cool for today's show is
I need a sugar mama. I need a sugar mama because the PS5 come out in October-ish, November-ish, and I need somebody to put a pre-order in for me in exchange for any activities you would like for me to participate in that does not involve undressing this chocolate.
That's extra. You need a PS6 for that?
Yeah, nah, I need
some games.
I need my own bank account.
A couple of DualShock controllers to go along with that. One of those haptic feedback chairs. That'd be
So
pretty
if
sweet.
there's any sugar mamas out there, JT said I got an email today saying my t-shirt is being shipped.
That's awesome, Jay.
Can't wait to get it, Jay. I can't wait to get it, Jay. I'll send it back to you, though, in tip-top shape. What's up, Keith Collector? Send some Keith, man.
Where's that? Where you see that? Oh, on Instagram. What's going on? That's what's going on, dude? So we saw him at he was on Beantown show on Sunday. He had the Keith collectors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was good to see you there. And
we didn't even get one.
No, he wasn't giving out Keith collectors. He was. But I have a T-shirt for you though. He gave me a T-shirt for you. It's a yellow T-shirt. They're cool. I like them. They're cool yellow T-shirts.
I want a Keith collector.
I know. We all want to keep collector. He has cool ones though. You put them in the freezer and then you put the nickel in, and so it's also doing it like instead of just regular, it's like frozen. It does it. It makes a lot of.
Where's the sugar mamas at? PS5. Y'all know pre-orders is starting soon. Who wanna lock me in for 6 months?
Let's start the contest and let's get Vanessa and Michael on, so that they can do their thing, and so I was thinking that the contest could be a T-shirt, one of our T-shirts. I don't want to do that too often though.
I gave a bunch to Andrew to give away. Andrew didn't give us one.
Well, that's so that it's for viewers. It's not for production crew. It's not for the people behind the scenes. It's for the he's
I'm not
giving
behind the scenes. I'm on the show.
No. But it's not for Andrew either though. It's
Hey, look.
he wants them to give them
All
away.
I'm saying is, if I'm gonna be participating in this giveaway, I need to be at least knowing what I'm giving away.
So we're sorry that we came on a little late today, folks. We appreciate you joining us. We got more folks watching now. Let's start the contest, and then we can go to Thirsty Thursdays so that they can have some time. Because the fellow that
Vanessa needs to stop playing and give me a sugar mama to buy me a PS5.
So Vanessa, I just unmuted us really because Eric had brought you up, and
You hosting these Thirsty Thursdays. You need to find a sugar mama to give me a PS5. Because they're coming up in 6 months, and I have a lot to offer for a PS5. There can be extras if the PS5 comes with they have what's called bundles, where the PS5 comes with a game and some extra controllers. I also have a bundle that comes with
comes with a couple of guns, I think is what he's saying. Comes with a couple of guns.
And I'm just saying.
So he's appealing to you, Vanessa, because men, we all have our times when we're maybe we're ready for a lovely woman to take care of us. And Eric's just throwing that out there. He knows that you've got great contacts. He knows you've got great contacts.
I'm a great cuddler. I am very good at cuddling. I've been told by at least 2 women that I'm the best cuddler they've ever had. I don't know about now if they say the same thing now, but they definitely said it a long time ago.
Guys, I'm going to take my video off so that you guys look beautiful the way that you should.
Concentrate. Send us some concentrates. 3-diode concentrates.
And so every Thursday, we're so lucky to have Vanessa Paradis come back on with us for a segment called Thirsty Thursdays.
Thirsty Thursday with a trap.
With a thirst trap. And we're so lucky. This is she's been coming back for such a number of weeks with amazing guests. And this week, she has Michael Bilkus. Thankfully, Michael's name is one that I can pronounce today, so I didn't butcher it. And so we're really happy for the both of you to join us. Vanessa, thanks. And Michael, thank you for being so patient as we were running a little bit late today. But why don't you guys go ahead and take it away?
Well, thank you, Michael. It's very nice to be invited on your show today. A real pleasure from London, England here.
Well, we appreciate you joining us. And we know, any friend of Vanessa is a friend of ours. And we know you probably have some really good stories to share with us today.
Well, it really is a privilege, and best wishes to Eric Martin. I've heard a lot about him. I heard he's a great guy and got a lot of followers over there. So, you need to come over here and get a few from the UK. I'm going to shout from the rooftops about you guys.
If you offering to book my flight, I'm definitely down to come to the UK and get it going.
And right now, Michael, I believe flights are really cheap, so we can leave as early as tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I think you'll be the only one on it. So we'll look out for you. I'll collect you from the airport.
And I heard they like chocolate down there, too. It's a lot of it.
They do.
I'll get you a good position and a decent team over here.
We love it.
How's your football these days?
Well, he's looking for a sugar mama. So if you know any wealthy women that are lonely.
Really?
Yes,
sure
really,
he doesn't
yes,
have much
absolutely,
trouble.
yes, please.
I mean, from what I see of him, he's a fit-looking guy. I'm sure he's okay. He doesn't need us to help.
Please,
him.
I will send them pictures to for them to get a little pre taste of what they might be into.
Yeah. You might as well.
I just need to see a picture of the bank account though in return. So
well, it always helps, but I understand that you guys out there are cracking it. I think you're on more of a salary than our ones, and they're unbelievable.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, how'd you manage to do it? I mean, what do? You kick a ball around and you get paid plenty of dollars. It's fabulous.
Yeah, it's something like kicking the ball around. It's more to running into each other full speed without thinking about it.
Oh, right, I understand now. I get it.
That's the part that gets us paid.
Yeah, that's
no,
that's it's like hazard pay sort of.
Yeah,
I think you do a great job, and I think that you deserve every penny you get. It's not that easy. There's not many of us that can be a good player.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
If I could have been, I would have been there.
Yeah, people don't really appreciate the sport. They think we all make millions, and they think that it's all fun and games, but they don't realize how serious it is between them white lines. So I really appreciate you saying that.
Well, it really is, and you only have a limited time within your lifespan to show what you can do. There's only a few of you, so, and what you give back to society, the world, the kids and everything, and they're really missing it in this lockdown, believe you me. I mean, in England here, they're going crazy. They're going crazy because there's no games and nothing to watch, only repeats. So, it's not doing us any good, but please God, we'll be back there.
Well, yeah, maybe we'll be able to link up and hold something down, and maybe I can have a little football camp down there.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
Yeah,
I look forward to
I know overseas American football has really taken off, so it would probably be pretty cool to let some kids sort of get a taste of what it's like to to have a training from a former NFL player.
Yeah, well, maybe we can set it up. A friend of mine, a good friend of mine, he is a UK person, and he's set up in Jamaica. He's got quite a thing going on there. He's got his own team and what he's building out there for the kids. He's doing a marvelous job of all that.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So,
and I've got some good connections in Egypt. In the football world. Anyway, look, I tell you what, I don't want to bore you. You don't want to bore me. Not that you are. I'm going to get on with Vanessa. I think that's what it's all about. So if I can just say,
I can't wait to go down there because I really want to learn y'all accents too. That's how you get all the girls.
No, it's great. And Michael, thanks for letting us come on the show. And we'll do our little bit, and hopefully we'll come back to you after.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, go for it, guys.
Have a good day.
Brilliant.
We're there.
So as you've all heard, Michael is from London. He is one of my husband's. I have a husband, yes. He's one of my husband's oldest friends. I think you guys have known each other since you were 8 or 9, and
hi. Well, first of all, good afternoon to you, viewers. If someone's watching out there, I mean, I don't know how many people are or how many will or whatever, but to all of you from a coastal town very near to London, all our best wishes from England. And you're right, Vanessa. Yeah, we go back a few years. I won't say how many, but your husband, Paul, was a very close friend of mine since the age of 5 years of age. Can you believe that?
5! Wow! Wow! I actually
his parents were very friendly with my parents, so that's where the connection came. You see?
Yeah.
That's what happens in life. And we've come in and out of each other's lives after all these years, and that's what happens, isn't it? And as you get older, you appreciate that because there's not always friends that have been with you for life, but Paul's one of them. So,
Yeah, no,
And
I'm
if
at
I
the
could,
age now, like where I'm appreciating like friends I've had for a long time. So yeah.
yeah, I beg your pardon, I couldn't quite hear you there.
Oh, I said I'm the age now where I'm just starting to appreciate my friends, I guess you could say.
Oh yeah, sure. Well,
You know.
you're a young lady, but I've known you, Vanessa, for quite a few years. I mean, going back, well, it must be what 15 years or
Yeah.
so, must it at least?
Oh yeah.
And they just
15
whiz
years.
by. They whiz by, but you don't look any different. You're looking good. You're looking very pretty, and you're doing a great job with all these things that I keep seeing you flashing up on. So good for you. And what a great program. This is Thirsty Thursday. Well, to that, I've got to have a drink with you American guys over there. Here we go. It's not gin and tonic. It is only water. Doctor's orders. Cheers. Good health. I'll let you talk a little bit, Vanessa. Come on, you're the host, not me, so I'll let you get a word in. Come on, let's get on with it.
Well, I mean,
That's
you're
enough.
not having
That's enough. What did you say? Come on, you're boring everyone. Get on with it, quick.
I said nothing.
Okay.
Tell us more about you, Michael. Tell us more. I know. I mean, you've had
more.
You're one of Paul's, like, you're one of my favorite friends of his because you've had such a colorful existence. Like, you've done so many things.
Well, it's probably colorful, and I didn't realize how colorful it was because through this lockdown period, we've had a couple of months. We haven't been out anywhere for a good couple of months here. And, I wake up in the early hours of the morning and my mind starts racing and going. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to write a book. And funny enough, that's been coming on quite well. So when I wake up, probably 5 o'clock in the morning, I get on my machine, being, old boys call them machines, because we're not quite as technical as you young guys. And that's my iPhone. So I get on the machine and I tap away in an app. And I've done about 460 odd pages. I can't believe it. And it's all true. Everything in it's true. But the pages are small and the writing's big. So it's probably only a couple of hundred, really. But,
Right.
it's fantastic because it's taken me through my life of how it was. And it starts in so many different stages. And I start at an age of 50 odd, and then I go back when I was young and then come back through. And I've headed it market trader, because I was an antique dealer trader, to a government contract. And that actually says what it's about, because, I was just a market trader, and through my life, I'd got into lots of different businesses and things. And I finished up, I did get a big government contract for the UK in housing for the whole of England. For a lot of, back in the 90s, we had a lot of refugees that were coming here, and I was able to assist on that with the accommodation from the government. So it's a big thing. And but in between, there were so many other aspects of my life. And what I realized by reading it through, I'm not a writer, and I don't spell very well a lot, but just basically by putting it together, in the early days, it brought a few tears to my eyes because they're places I hadn't visited, from a broken home and one thing and another. And I found it difficult, when I spoke about, things that happened to my sister, who's a bit younger, and myself. And then from thereafter, I just carried on laughing because it's so hilarious. And I do realize that probably 99% of my problems or troubles, if you can call them that, or maybe my luck, has been brought on by myself. It's all my own problem. And, I was one of those sort of people. But, pretty good at the end of the day. And it's a must read. So when I finish it, I'll let you have a little read of that.
Oh, yeah. You can do like a fireside reading of it. It would be great.
Yeah.
But you've got, troubles or not, I have a personal thing where I hate boring people. I hate boring people and I hate ugly people. So.
Oh, no.
No. No, you're neither. You're neither. So
You can't say that. You know, there's a lot of love and happiness with ugly people. There's no such
No.
thing as an ugly person.
You're taking
It's
me
from
too
the heart.
seriously.
It's from the heart. Believe
Yeah,
you me.
no. You're taking me too seriously though. Like, I mean, it's like a thing. I don't like
And when
foreign people.
when I say trouble, I mean they're not really trouble. They're just ridiculous things because I never really thought
but
too
that's
into it. I just went for things, and that's what we done. You know.
yeah. No, but I'm just saying you've lived a very interesting life, and not everybody does. So, I mean,
No, I've been blessed. I have been blessed. You know, and there's not. I did say that, you know, if I went back, there's nothing I would change. So I have been blessed. So, you know, that's been absolutely fantastic. And please God by everybody. But you know what the most important thing is, and I've realised it through this problem that we have, is your health. And people do say, oh, you know, I wish you good health. They don't know. They don't know what it's about because, you know, I never got COVID, but I did experience a couple of weeks in hospital just before it. And you know what? It made me think so much about health after seeing not only myself, but people there. And, you know, money is not the goal. The health really is. Without it, you have nothing. Believe you me.
No, I'm sure. I mean, you can't.
No, and I just
there's so many things you can't do. Yeah, like
people do have to realise that. So if you're in a good place with your health and things that are going on, then really take a heed of that you're in a good place.
Yeah. Well, if you don't have good health, like there's so many opportunities you miss. There are places you can't go. There are things you can't do. So I mean, absolutely.
But I don't know about you over. Sorry, I'm butting in again. I don't know about you over there, but it's brought the UK such closer. You know, people have become friends with each other. I mean, I know in America, I haven't been there for quite a few years, but, you know, it was always, oh, have a nice day. Everyone was friendly. In the UK, they're a little bit different from that, if I may say so. You know, you'd walk along the road and one would, you know, they may just tip their cap occasionally, but not say very much, if you know what I mean. But the COVID has certainly changed that. You know, people have become a lot more warming and helpful to people. Oh, like you can't believe, you know, it's become very, very nice. And communities have got, you know, I know it's only on these sort of apps that they do this, but, you know, just going on balconies and gardens. We have the Thursday clap. I don't know if you know about that.
Paul mentioned it. It's like we do it in New York as well. But
it's
not
it's
on
a very
Thursday.
big thing here. They all go out in the street and they clap and they applaud the national health because they're doing such a good job. But I understand tonight is the last time. They're not going to repeat that anymore.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, because that they've said this is the last one. So fair enough, you know, and I think that, you know, we've had our run of that and we're trying to come out of lockdown at the moment here. So, you know, we'll see. You know, there's always other topics about the problems that are going on. Anyway, that's enough of all of that COVID stuff. Get on to something a little bit more interesting.
No, that's all interesting. It's all interesting. It's just maybe a little more fun. Like, I don't know. How did you? So Michael used to, or still does, right? He's a magician sometimes, right?
Well, that one, right. Well, you know, I am and I'm not, you know, I only sort of, you know, that was back in the old days. I mean, how did
you even get started in it?
Okay, I'll tell you that. That's a little story. Not my best story, but I'll tell you. I was over in Bangkok, you know, some 30 odd years ago, and I was on the streets. You know, you've got the market guys there selling their wares or whatever. And there was an old boy, and, you know, he was making a hanky disappear. Just a hanky, like, you know, in the hand. It was unbelievable. And I thought it was such a great illusion. I says, wow, if only I could do that. Could you teach me? Could you, you know, could you show me? And he said, certainly not, young man. In Chinese, I can't do the, you know, or I can't, or Thai, I can't speak that language. But he said, no. He said, that's my great-great-grandfather's trick, and I could possibly not show you how to do that. Well, I gave him a couple of dollars, and he taught me everything he knows. So I come back to the UK, and I was great. I was the kiddie on the block doing all these tricks just for fun, not for personal gain. But I did, rub shoulders with some of the greatest magicians over here. I know you got some good ones out there, but we have some here. And, I used to go to all the magic conventions and be invited to places. So, and I done a few shows in Drury Lane, which is the heart of the West End. And, and it led me to enjoy myself, or give pleasure to other people.
Yeah. Oh, I had no idea how you picked it up along the way. Cause ever since I've known you, I think the first time I met you was, I think Paul took me to the castle, and you had cards on your ceiling, and you said, oh, that's for a magic trick, and I'll show you later.
Oh, what, when you came up to my home?
Yeah.
Where was that? Yeah.
The castle.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, well, I used my home, which I was very, privileged to have had all that. And the point was that, I always was having parties, and big dinner parties.
I'm just gonna stop you because you're being very British. I do know how he got it. I don't know how he got it, but he was an owner of a castle, and he used to throw these fantastic parties, and
sorry,
it was amazing. Oh, I'm just telling everybody about the castle that you restored it. It had a moat. You used to throw these amazing dinner parties and whatnot. Just because you're being very humble about it, you're like.
Well, there's a period in my life where being from an antique background, and the property came up, and it was a 13th century castle with a lot of history. And, it was 10 years. I did restore a lot there, but it was my home, and it was fantastic, and we had a big, a lot of animals and horses and everything else.
Oh, but, the goats. Yeah.
Yeah, goats, giant rabbits. And, well, we started with one giant rabbit. We got two, and before long, I had 13 of them. And they're like giant dogs. They're unbelievable. Then they get myxomatosis, where they all get infected. So you have a problem, But we had a whole beautiful wildlife stock, black swans, and my friend brought up some turkeys, and there was just about everything there. We had 9 peacocks that live in the trees, and they used to fly down and fly up at night, and it was great. So a great lifestyle, and I had a lot of various parties and things, always things. One of my favourites, although we had great Halloween parties, we used to see 30 odd people on the big beautiful oak tables in the front hall, which we called the guards room. And this building or castle was all stone, and it was dating back to the 13th century. And, we'd all be in dress because I'd, get everybody dressed up themed for Halloween. So that was a bit raunchy and great. And then other ones, we had, Civil War, where they had, all the uniforms and the memorial type dress, and one of the favorites was in the garden. I remember this one. We done an Alice in Wonder party, and we must have had about 40 people out there for the tea party. And you can imagine everyone in costume. I had to tell them who they had to be because I was the Mad Hatter.
Of course you were.
And every party was a themed party, so it worked beautiful. A good friend of mine, Ashley Banks, God rest his soul, he was a real dandy guy, very English. I met him in Ascot as I picked him up on the floor. He was a little bit tipsy and drunk. He looked about 100 years of age, but he was probably only 70. But he liked to tipple. And he became a great friend of mine, would take me shooting and all sorts on his estate. And he was a real fanatic for St. George's Day. It's a big excuse. So he said, well, have one at the castle, Michael. And everything he taught, I got it from him. That's why I call my phone a machine, because he said, you bring your machine, which was a car or phone. Everything was a machine. And I used to go around to him and he'd have a walk hog in the hall with the legs coming out, the hind legs, and through the other side into the lounge was the head. And you'd go there, and every wall, he said, I shot that old beastie over in Africa, that one there. You know, it was all this sort of thing. So he says, we're going to do St. George's Day at the castle, old boy, because this is how he spoke.
Right.
And he said, you know, I'll invite a few of mine, and you'll invite a few of your Essex people.
Yeah.
They never spoke quite as posh. But they, you know, but that's it. We're near London, you know. This was up in Cambridgeshire, you know, and Lincolnshire. So they do speak a little bit county. If you know what I mean.
Yes.
And anyway, he labelled it. He said we'll do medals and tiaras. The ladies will wear tiaras and the men will wear medals. So that's what we did. And if you haven't won the medals yourself, you wear them on the opposite side. So I wore mine on the opposite side.
Right.
And the day was fabulous, you know, with all the tables out on the backdrop of the moat, you know, and we had the flags going, the champagne, the banquet of food, the ladies dressed to the nines and the men looking very dapper. You know, it was a sight to remember. Great day had by all. It really was. Yeah. So there was many of those sort of things going on, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. But you always
Happy Thursday, Thirsty Thursday.
Thirsty Thursday. When I think I visited you 2 times. And the first time it was like a small, because it was just, there was just a few of us. And then the second time you had I was a little bummed because I didn't get to come to a costume party, but you did magic because you did this trick where I stood on the table and I don't know, my panties appeared or disappeared or something. It was it was fun.
Right, yeah. Oh, well, there was always something going on back in the day. So, yeah.
But aside from that, it was,
So what are you saying? What are you saying? You're saying you want me to do your trick?
Yeah, do a trick.
Well, I don't want to bore your viewers because, you know, back in the day, these were special, but now everyone's doing illusions and tricks. You know, you see it on the internet. So I don't get involved really. And I'm not prepared. So, you know, what do we... Look, Vanessa, for you, darling, I'll do you one trick. Okay. Have you got a pack of cards?
I'm in a hotel room.
No cards? No. Well, don't worry. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's try the invisible cards, because that's great. Okay. We'll play with some invisible cards. Okay. Are you watching, viewers? You need to watch carefully for this one. Okay, here we go. Invisible cards. Okay. So what I'd like you to do, well, I'll take them and I'll throw them to you, the invisible cards, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
So if you have your hands ready, I'm going to throw them up I'm going to throw them high. And as they come down, I want you to catch them. Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3. Catch the invisible cards.
Got them.
Brilliant. You got them first time. I'm really
that good. I'm brilliant, you know.
I love that. Okay, so can you hold your hands so we can see them? Because this is very important. Okay. I'd like you to shuffle the cards, Vanessa, for me. Shuffle them.
All right.
Okay. No, excuse me. You've got to take them out the box first.
Okay.
You can't shuffle cards in a box.
Okay, I know.
Take them out the box.
I don't know what I was thinking. I'll just chuck it down.
Okay. And no cheating. You just dropped one. I will need 52 cards in that pack.
Okay, I'll pick it up then.
Thank you.
Ouch.
Okay. Keep shuffling them. Keep shuffling them. Stop there. Fan them and look at them, but don't let me see them or any of the viewers for that. Okay, open them up. Now, very carefully, take one card and look at that card. Take it out from the middle of the pack and look at it, but don't let anybody see it.
Okay.
Okay, you got the card? That's a great choice. Now, carefully put it back into the pack, into the cards, and just close them up. Okay, now throw them to me. High up in the sky, throw them. 1, 2, 3, go. No. Let's pretend you didn't do that. You've got to put them back in the box first because they're going to go everywhere.
I just put them back in the box.
Okay,
all right,
pretend you didn't throw them out the box. So just close them up and put them in the box first.
All right, let me put them in the box. Let me get the box.
Okay, in the box.
Okay, in the box now.
Right, now we can see them, yeah? And I want you to throw them over to me. Now, you've got to do a decent throw because it's a long way from America to England. You know that?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Throw them to me. Wow. Fantastic. That was the best throw you've ever done. I love that.
I never throw anything.
I love that. Okay. Yeah. Now, Vanessa, concentrate, right?
Okay.
You had the cards. You shuffled them. It was a free choice. You took one card out of this pack. And I'd like you to tell the audience and myself what that card was very clearly and loudly. And I will not change anything here because I made a prediction that you would choose the very card I put in here. So can you just tell everyone what that card was?
The Queen of Hearts.
The Queen of Hearts?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You know, out of 52 cards, the Queen of Hearts was the only card that I had a feeling you were going to choose today. And that's why, that's why, hopefully, the Queen of Hearts is in here. Okay, you ready for that?
I'm ready.
I just want to make sure that we can get it close enough so everyone can see that it was the Queen of Hearts. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Is that clear? Yes, in view?
It's perfect.
The Queen of Hearts was your card. And the crowd went wild. Now that's not fair, eh? Didn't you do well? Good for you.
Yeah, good for you.
I read your mind. How did he do that?
Oh my goodness.
I told you I wasn't prepared.
Oh no. Yeah. God bless you for reading my mind. Woo.
Brilliant.
That's so much fun.
That was a good one, eh? Lucky we had some cards.
I know. Oh, you clever boy, you.
So anyway, you know, should I look? What I don't tell jokes because I'm not really a person that tells jokes. But you know what? I just thought I thought of something. So I don't tell jokes, but I'll tell you a true story.
Yeah.
So would you like a true story? I'll give you just a
Tell me.
Are you sitting comfortably?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you remember, but you know, when I used to live up in Cambridgeshire at my home that you came to, what we'd done there was there used to be a little railway crossing, and it was about a mile down the road. You could come out the long way or the short way, and I used to like taking the railway crossing because it was like going back in time. So I used to drive up there, and I was driving along one day, and I got to the crossing, and it was, the guys get out, and they actually open the gate, and there's some real fast trains that go from London, King's Cross to Edinburgh and Scotland from there, and they travel at 125 mile an hour. They're quite a fast train. We lost one of our peacocks to that train. I told it all the time not to go up there, but it wouldn't listen to me. It was a rare one. It was a white one, straight in front of it. What a mess that made. Anyway, that wasn't the story, but that was a true story.
No, but it's terrible.
That's a horror story, in fact.
That's awful.
The story I'm going to tell you. So I pull up one day, and as I get there, there's a guy in a Mini, and he must have had 20 penguins in the Mini. Can you believe that? Penguins. And they was actually sort of sitting in the parcel shelf and around on the dashboard and on his shoulders. And we were waiting for this train to go by because you had to wait from 5 minutes to 20 minutes to get across. And I undone my window and I said, "Oh, excuse me, sir." I said, "I can't believe it." I said, "You've got a load of penguins in your car. What's going on?" He said, "Well, I was at the traffic lights a couple of miles down." He says, "And they all jumped in." I said, "You're having me on." He said, "No, it's true." I said, "Well, why don't you take them to the zoo?" He said, "Oh, what a good idea. Thank you." I thought no more about it. A couple of days later, I've gone back to the railway crossing and I couldn't believe it. He's there again. And he's got all these penguins and they're all wearing Ray-Ban sunglasses this time. And I think I'm dreaming. I undone my window and I said to him, "Didn't I tell you to take those penguins to the zoo?" He said, "Yes, we had such a wonderful time. I'm taking them to the beach today."
I completely
Well, I'm pleased
celebrated
you liked it.
Oh my goodness. He like said,
I'll tell you a true
dragged
story.
me right in.
Look,
Tell me.
look, we're probably running out of time. I don't want to take the show over here because, you know, we're going to bore a lot of people. So I'll tell you a story. Do you want to hear a true story? An absolute true story. Because since I've been doing my book, one of the true stories was I was 27 years of age, 26, 27. And it was in probably, you know, late 70s somewhere. Now I'm giving you my age away, I think, somewhere along the line. Anyway,
No.
and I was fortunate enough that I had a Rolls Royce, a white Rolls Royce. And it was always something with me, you know. I had to prove myself, you know, even if I didn't have any money, I owned a Rolls Royce. You know, I lived in a rented flat, but I had a Rolls Royce, you know.
Yeah.
But,
Exactly,
when you've got a lot of money, you don't need a Rolls Royce. So
yeah.
anyway, having said that, you know, I had a lot of fun. So I'd just come out of a relationship with my partner. And what happened was, you know, I was feeling a little bit low because things happen like that because, you know, when you break up. But I soon got into the spirit of things, you know. Yeah. And a friend of mine who I met, well, I didn't know him very well, but a good friend of mine, he was known for his dancing. They called him Swivel Hips. He was in the local disco. He could dance and he was fit. He had a body and he looked good, you know, like Eric Martin, you know, look the part. You always need a good-looking, strong guy to go out with. And that way, you know, you can do well in life. It's not what you know, it's who you know. So... not forgetting Michael. Michael Dube is the man as well. So the point is here. So you know, we're going out and we're clubbing it, and Ashley has got a couple of girls, and he said we're going to go. We'll invite them out. So we did. So we invited them down to Essex where we were, and we said we'll take you out and we'll take you for dinner on a Saturday night. And it was the restaurant was, you know, an Italian restaurant. It was very funky. Things were going on. So we said, we'll see you at 8 o'clock at the restaurant. So they came down, these couple of young ladies. And consequently, so what happens was that we said we'll meet them. So Ashley had come to meet and we travelled down in the white Rolls Royce and we pull up outside and they're inside. And I park right outside because you've got to park outside. Now, there's double yellow lines. I don't know what you have, but if you park on a double yellow line, you get a ticket. It's not a good place to park. It's illegal. But, you know, I'm going to park there. So I'm parking there and we have dinner. And it's very nice, you know, and we're whining, dining and having a few drinks. Anyway, it's getting a little bit late. And all of a sudden, 2 police officers come into the restaurant. And they say, "Oh, good evening. Who owns the Rolls Royce?" So I do, officer. So straight away he says, "Well, you haven't got any tax on it." Now, that I don't know if you have tax or whatever, but they are a sticker that you have in the window. You have to pay the government. You know, back in those days, it was $50 probably a year to tax a car, and you must have that to be legal on the road. But you know. if you've got a Rolls Royce, I think, well, why do I have to buy the tax? So I just, I said to him, don't worry, it's in the post. That was always, one of the things you'd say. Oh, it's in the post. And sometimes you get away with it. I said, it's in the post. So he says, oh. I said, but I'll move it. So with that, I've got my keys in my hand and I walk outside. And he says, well, you're going to have to blow into this bag. Now, I don't know what you do in America. I have to, because, the vocabulary is different. You might take it's something else. But what I'm going to say here is that the bag is a bag if you've been drinking alcohol.
Yeah,
and then
it's a breathalyzer. Yeah.
He said, yes. Well, I had been drinking a bit and I was a bit concerned. I said, well, I'm not driving. I said, I'm not going to drive. I'm going to leave it there anyway, so I don't need to do that. He says, no, you've got the keys in the hand. You're in charge. And that's fact. If you have the keys, you're going to be in trouble. So with that, the young girl, or the girl, said, oh, don't worry. And she grabbed the keys out of my hand. I didn't ask her. And she says, oh, that's okay. I'll drive it. Well, couldn't believe it. They breathalyzed her. She got arrested and they took her away to the police station. Oh my God. Can you imagine? And it's our first date, Oh, unbelievable. Anyway, so she goes off, her girlfriend goes down there with her. So it's just Ashley and I. So we decide we'll go to the police station. So we thought we'd go down there. She's locked in a cell.
Oh my God.
Well, not a good story, but it was true. But an hour later, she took a retest. And thank God she came out. She passed. So they let her go. Well, on that, I said, well, do you fancy a nightcap? We have a nightcap. They never did take us up on that offer. That's not the end of the story. So Ashley, my pal, says, I'll drive the car home. So he drove the Rolls back and he drove back home. Well, back in those days, I had a flat. It was only rented, but the house next door I had bought. I'd owned it, and I had an old lady and gentleman in there, and they had bought a brand new Ford Escort. And this Ford Escort, was a nice car. Anyway, my drive was slightly raised. So Ashley parked it and I said, well, I'll reverse it back in there. So I got in the car and I reversed back. Well, I don't know where my head was. It must have been with the confusion and what's going on, all the hassle I've had. It slipped off the edge and it's ran straight down the side of their new car.
Oh, no.
What a bad night. What a bad day. And that's where I come back to my book, because as I visit all these little stories, they were all true. And I think 99% of them were brought on by my own self.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Anyway, that's a true story. Well, that's a good one. Well, I'm working on it every few days. I've never written a book before, but what I may do, I may give a little bit of a, one of these, a preview, if we called it a preview, and then I could do it as a bit of a podcast or something where you could just have a few chapters to whet your appetite, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, we're all thirsty.
Yeah, it's all my own stuff. It's my life, from where I started as an antique market trader, getting a government contract. But through that, I had quite a lot of variations of business and that I'd done, and it's quite exciting. I got in for a short period in time. I was offered to get involved in a table dancing. I know it's big in the UK. It's not something I wanted to be involved in, but the business opportunity came and they said, well, will you join us? Will you do it? And we opened up about 3 clubs, and we was in every provincial newspaper. We was in the Time magazine. We was on the TV. We'd done a few TV programs on it, and we floated it on the OFX stock market. So although it was just an 18-month period of my life, it became quite an interesting one, as you can imagine, only from the business point, of course.
Yo, sure. Only the business point. Yeah.
No, it was good. It was all good stuff.
Well, can you do one more trick for us before we go?
One more? One more? Well, I don't know. I'll tell you what. Okay, before we say goodbye, just one more. How about, Vanessa, if you were to, as long as you don't mind, I don't want to embarrass you here, but I remember a trick I used to do many years ago. If I could just have your blouse, your shirt, your top, or whatever, would you mind taking it off and letting me have it?
I mean,
Could
it's
we try that one?
it's a real hardship, but I'll do it.
Sorry? Really?
Yeah, cool.
You can do that?
You don't have to ask me twice.
Wow. I was gonna say, you don't have to. I hope that you're fully clothed under there, because I don't want anything.
No, I've got a
You're
bra.
okay. You're okay.
I'm not going to show you, man.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. It's a family show.
It's not.
It's not?
It's not.
Right. Okay.
No.
So what I'd like you to do, again, there's a lot of east and westerly winds going on, and when you throw that, I don't want it ending up somewhere, in between where you are and I am. I've got to make sure that we get it all the way here. So I want you to really do your best.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
1,
Ready?
2, 3. It's coming.
Yeah.
I've got it. Wow. Brilliant. Amazing. Now, you know something, Vanessa. You go, oh, how did they do that? They don't know. But it's like, can you imagine, there's no wires on these phones. You're thousands of miles away, but I can see you. And it's like, in the old days, it was a telex, and then it became a fax.
It's all magic.
It all goes through the airwaves. And This is what happens with technology. It's coming through the airways. So anyway, it's very nice.
It's like
I
Willy
love your
Wonka.
perfume. Your perfume is beautiful. Beautiful. Right.
Thank
now, what I'll do, I'll put it down here a minute. And I haven't done this for a long while. And you know why? Because in the UK, we can't smoke when you're indoors. I don't know what it's like in America.
No, it's
So,
the same.
but this is a great little thing in a restaurant, which I had done before. The only thing is I don't smoke, so I've got to learn how to light them, because I always get someone else to.
Oh, that's right. You never did smoke. Yeah.
Oof. Oh, nearly caught the place alight. Oh, I had a people smoke these. Dear, it's killing me.
I do when I'm drunk. That's about it.
Unbelievable. Right. I've got to remember what I was doing here. So, it's a great thing. So, are you there still?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Right, here we go. So, what happens is that I get your shirt from memory. Again, I better stand up so the viewers can see.
Okay.
And what we do here is we go like so. And then the cigarette I put in here. And I go 1, 2, 3 days ago I done this and burnt a big hole in it. Okay. Can we have a drum roll? A drum roll, please. 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's in there. Can you see that?
Yeah.
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 Oh my God, it's smoking.
Amazing.
Not bad. There you
That's
go. I'm going to throw it
amazing.
all the way back to you, Vanessa, so you can get dressed. There you go.
Vanessa.
I got it. Okay,
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Vanessa, the audience is asking what you're wearing.
I'm wearing a bra. It's the same bra that if you watched when my friend Wendy was on, that I wore, and everyone was worried that I'd fall out. But as you can see, I'm secure.
Yeah, you look like you're doing all right.
You look like you just left Victoria's Secret.
Oh no,
Michael,
that's...
it's unbelievable.
Vanessa's
It's been a
Secret.
pleasure joining you today. Thank you for the opportunity, guys.
No, we really appreciate both of you. Thank you so much, Michael. And folks, Michael, what's the best way for folks to follow you out there? How can they keep up with you?
Well, in actual fact, that's a good one. I'll let Vanessa do that so she can actually let everybody know on that one, because I keep a little bit of a lower profile these days, but we'll do something and then we can have a little bit of joint viewing or something going on, and Vanessa will let them know on that.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Can they follow you? Can they follow you on Facebook, or you want it private?
No, I'm on Facebook. So yeah, that'll be good. Just under my name, Michael Bilkus.
Excellent. Well, Michael, thank you so much for joining us. We
from-
really appreciate the time you spent with us this morning. Such amazing stories, and the tricks were awesome. We really enjoyed them. And the
That's a bit of
the
fun,
audience
and I
did
hope-
too. And
I
Vanessa,
hope-
thank you as always every Thursday for Thirsty Thursdays with Thirst Trap. And we're totally looking forward to you coming back next week with your next awesome guest.
Yes, thank you for having us, and stay thirsty.
We'll see you guys soon. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Bye. Bye.
It's goodbye from me and goodbye from them.
Yes. Cheers.
Wow.
That was a lot of fun. Thank you guys.
Vanessa giving us all the goods. Ooh. Thirsty Thursday. It's getting hot in here. I'm getting thirsty. Woo. Is it hot in here? Or is these lights bright?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm still processing everything in my brain right now.
Ooh, what she have on? I need to go to Victoria's Secret. Who want me to buy that for them?
Hello.
Oh boy.
Who want me to buy that for them? Cause that was some good advertisement.
Hello.
Shout out to my man, the magician himself.
Hi, Mary. We'll be with you in just a second, okay?
He had all the magic tricks.
Thanks for being patient.
I need
Sorry
to
we're
learn
running a
some of
little late.
those. Magic tricks is a way. It's an icebreaker. Hey, let me show you this magic trick. And then you just show them the trick. And even if you suck at it, you get embarrassed still. You might still get some positive. You might get a positive, you know. Come on, magic trick. Just imagine you trying to holler at a girl, and you pull out a magic trick. She gonna be like, "What? You know magic?" Like, yeah, check this out. Shoot, 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 shoot. And you just hit them with something. They like, "Oh my God!" You be like, "Yeah." So my name's Eric. Nice to meet you. I do this all the time.
So before we bring on Mary, because we're talking about it, so I have a quick story. Growing up, one of my best friends in high school was a magician. And so while we all had part-time jobs making like stupid low minimum wage, he would go up to Boston on weekends and do magic in Harvard Square and make good money. So he was really good. And so, hold on, I'm not going to bring her on. I'll leave her. So anyway, fast forward, at some point, he used to test his tricks in front of me because I was that guy. Like, I was the guy, he would do them himself, and then before he would show them publicly, he needed somebody who could, like, kind of make sure that it was a good trick, that it was all solid. And so I started learning stuff, and so I remember the first time in public that he sort of walked up, like, behind me almost, when I was showing some girls some magic tricks, and he mad. He was so mad.
Of course, yeah.
But I wasn't trying to be like, I'm the magic guy. I was just like, yeah, I know, like,
Nah,
show you
that's
something.
messed up. You don't do that.
Well, I guess I learned.
Never reveal a magician's.
No, I wasn't revealing any secret. I was doing the trick.
Yeah,
I was doing
that's revealing his. That's revealing his secret.
No, they can't figure it out. I was good.
If you learned the trick from him, that's revealing his secret. So he has every right to be mad because that's his job.
I think it's me doing it. It's sort of like me
That's his
retelling
passion.
your joke. If you tell me a joke and then I tell it.
But it's different. It's different with a joke because a joke is just a joke.
And by the way,
this is somebody's job.
Can I tell you something though? When he brought me with him to the magic shop because he needed supplies, right? Just things. And he was like, Mike, you should pick out a couple of things. He made sure I picked out stuff that had nothing to do with him. So actually, the thing I was showing, he had encouraged me to get and like play around with. But it was once he liked the idea of me like learning and being able to do it. But when he saw me like
Trying to get girls with it.
impressing a girl with it,
That's not.
he was
That's not how you're supposed
happy.
to use
He
it.
was not happy.
That's not how you're supposed to use it, unless unless you a magician. I feel like magicians should only be able to use that to pick up women because that's their job. So it's okay for them to use that as a way to, it's just like somebody asking you, it's just like you talking to a girl and she like, hey, what you do for a living? You're not gonna lie. You're not gonna say, hey, I'm an astronaut. And then she can be like, oh, well, let me see your astronaut helmet. Let me see your astronaut helmet. Well, if you a magician, she can be like, well, show me a trick. He can be like, oh yeah, I got to watch this. Whoop, 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 whoop. And if she just so happen to love it, and you do it right, bam, you might got a wife. But that's usually how I go. I could see a magician getting mad if he was showing me tricks and was like, hey, if I was like, hey, I'm really interested in learning how to do magic. He was like, all right, I'm gonna take you to the shop. I'm gonna get you right so you can use these tricks. And then bam, next thing you know, I'm walking down the street. I see you showing off to 3-4 girls in a huddle. I'm gonna be like, what? Hold on, my brother. I'm gonna come up behind you like, yo, we need to talk. We need to talk.
I'm gonna unmute us. I'm gonna unmute us.
Yeah, that last.
In just a minute or two, we're gonna go to Dr. Mary Clifton. She's been
tired. So.
She's been super patient
Hey,
with
Sarah.
us, and we appreciate it. We were running a little bit
She
late
listening
today.
to us like. What
She is
they
now.
be
She
talking?
I was She'll
they-
probably be pleased to know that I had just sort of let her have her Zen moment and kept us muted while we were talking foolishness so that she could.
Yeah, we talk a lot of foolishness.
And I'm just I'm making it so that she can see us, but that she sort of gets like
You can
front
see
and
us?
center.
Can you
Well,
see us?
she can see us, yeah. I made it so that she can see us.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. Can you guys hear me?
We totally
Yeah.
can hear you. In fact,
Yeah, I feel like 15 minutes late is on time, because I'm a doctor.
well, we appreciate and you being so patient with us. We actually were running super late today, and so we've been doing our best to sort of keep it moving. But we're so happy
You
that.
need me to come back a different day? Is it just too much today?
Oh no, not at all. We got through some stuff that we needed to today, and now we're totally ready. And
We wouldn't make you come on just to be like, nah, we just
Well,
We
it's
cancel
no
don't-
big
it.
deal. I mean, it's easy to jump on another time,
No,
so it's no big deal.
That's so nice of you. No, you're far too important. First of all, you're far
Yeah,
too
you're
important.
nice for that.
We appreciate you. We know we're about 15, 20 minutes late, so we know how busy you are. So we're really appreciative that you're joining us today. We know that you are so forgive me. Thank you so much, Dr. Mary Clifton, for joining us today. We really appreciate it. We're so happy that you're coming today. We know that you're doing some important work, some important survey work with COVID and cannabis. And so
Yeah.
we're super excited to have you on so that you can tell us a little bit more about it, and we're ready to sort of share that survey link so that folks can take part and help add to the information that you're gathering. But why don't you let us know what's going on?
Yeah, we've been reading about, I've shot several videos about immunity and the way that CBD and other cannabinoids can impact your immune response. And what I'm particularly interested in is this reduction in like a super robust immune response. You know how sometimes part of the problem with getting sick is that you just get so sick with fever and body aches and losing your appetite and just really having a hard time when you get sick, and other people might catch the same virus and just get a sniffle. And so there's some very interesting early data in rats, not in humans, where they've taken a whole cage of rats and treated half of them with CBD and then exposed the whole cage to rat flu. And the rats that were treated with CBD were actually found to have significant reductions in how sick they got from the flu. They were still able to eat and drink while the other rats were just laid out. And they even did some memory mazes, even though they were still feeling sick. So they were basically like a human being who could still eat their dinner and still go back and forth to work part time, you know, even though they were sick. Same virus on all the rats. So I've just been wondering what the difference might be and if stimulating the endocannabinoid system is going to have a potential benefit. So I worked with Justin at BuzzFeed, not BUZZ, but BUDS, but BuzzFeed, and we worked with Do Feel Think with Steve at Do Feel Think and designed a very easy click through survey to just ask people, you know, what their experience has been with cannabis and COVID in this time. You know, this is obviously going to generate a lot of interesting conversation. And we have to be careful with how we present it and what kind of claims we might make. There's no claim here that anybody's going to get any benefit, you know, but we want to see if potentially, if there's a house full of people and two people get sick and one person seems to get passed over, is there any correlation here? You know, so I'm really looking forward to getting some results back. We shared that survey link with your community, or we shared that with you for you to share with your community. It's not like an easy go to www dot. It's like a crazy survey name. But I'd like you to just exercise caution in sharing it, because on social media, it's going to get picked up by bots and potentially shut down prematurely. So and sharing it. So whenever you're sharing it, just be careful that you're sharing it in a way that's going to allow the survey to continue to move forward. Yeah, there's, you know, when you inhale the virus, most of it seems to transmit through inhaling somebody else's droplets. It's all about droplets and speed. If you're just breathing, you're not really putting a lot of velocity behind the droplets, and they don't go much further than 6 feet. But if you're coughing or if you sneeze, then you can disperse droplets in a really high concentration, like 12 feet away, basically instantly. It's amazing how quickly they just disperse through the air. So if you're in an enclosed, poorly ventilated environment, you can really fill a room with enough virus to infect. If you're in that asymptomatic phase, you can fill a room in like under 12 minutes, literally every corner of the room. So that's why going back into an unventilated restaurant or something is really scary. But yeah, the way that we think this might be working, at least by one mechanism, is to block some of the receptors in the throat and in the back of the mouth, where when you inhale those viral particles, they stick back there. And that's similar to the way that zinc works. You know, it does it's like a negatively charged ionic pathway where they sort of grasp, the viruses will grasp onto those little receptors. So if we can somehow use a mouthwash, they were suggesting, that might help to block those receptors, that would be great. Or a zinc lozenge is great if you're nervous and you're going out and you're like, I have a mask but I don't trust my neighbors, and you know, then you can just suck on a zinc lozenge too, and that'll help also.
Well, and that seems very exciting, and I know a lot of folks that are pro cannabis are just excited at the idea that, you know, cannabis and our body's way of using it could somehow be beneficial to, you know, helping to prevent the spread of COVID, or and just sort of further the story of the benefits of cannabis potentially to a lot of things that might be ailing us or affecting us. And So it's exciting. How long?
It is.
So I know
It
the
is.
survey is live right now. We actually have it available to our viewers right now so that they can click through. It's actually for now. It's pinned in the comments, so they can go ahead and take part in that. How long do you expect before you might have some usable data that you might be able to share with people?
Well, the guys at Do Feel Think are amazing, and so I think once we get some survey results back, we'll be able to start looking at the data very quickly and running some numbers on it. So yeah, we're looking for anybody who has had any experience with COVID infections of people near them, and what their experience is of CBD and cannabis during this time. So this is an awesome community to share it with, Mike, and I am so grateful for the chance to come on and talk with you guys this morning about it. I hope we can share it far and wide through the Boston and New York community, because we've been so affected, so terribly affected by this virus.
Well,
Oh, what'd you guys see?
it almost, I don't know what the.
It's like a bird ran.
I'm not-
I think
yeah, it
a
almost-
bird flew into the window.
It sort of sounded like a
Oh,
bird
I
flew into the
hate when they
window.
do that. I was working at the dining room table a few days ago, and a bird flew into the window, and I was like, yeah, it's never happened before. And I don't sometimes maybe it's just not a very bright bird, but you figure if it doesn't happen all the time, I guess I don't have to change anything. But I was like, is it time to put little pieces of tape up or something? Because don't fly here.
I've been here for a while, and that's the first time I've ever seen that happen. So that was very interesting.
Okay.
Oh, it just took off.
It was a bird, huh?
It was a bird, yeah. He just took
Oh,
off.
it was it? Is he clocked? The bird that flew into my window went and sat on a log. He was like, what
Yeah.
just happened?
Well, I guess this one's okay. His bird buddies are probably
Laughing at him.
laughing at him.
Probably laughing.
Look at him.
If they're anything like my friends,
at
they'd
'em.
be making plenty of jokes.
Bet he can't fly no more.
Well, they were the ones that were like, "Hey, if you fly into that open window over
Where'd
there,
you
there's
learn
some
to fly?"
food," and they're like. So we're really excited. We also know that we want to be able to have you come back. There's some other, some discussions around CBD and some exciting stuff that we want to have you back on and talk about. Hopefully whenever you have time to be able to do that, we can get you back on.
Yeah, I'll just come back regularly, and maybe whatever is exciting and interesting to talk about at the time, we'll just talk about
Yeah,
it.
no, that would be wonderful. And honestly, folks out here want as much of you as they can get. So we're really excited at the opportunity that you'll be spending some time with us, because we know how much folks enjoy you. So.
Oh, thank you. I've been posting it a lot more, and actually in a more honest way on Instagram and Facebook too and I'm just under my name there, but I've been, allowing somebody else to do my posting. And about, I don't know, maybe a month ago, I took it over and said, I just really need to have this with an honest voice, because you can totally tell the difference. So now all of my stuff is coming really straight from my heart. And you guys do a great job of high integrity, very authentic work on social media. I appreciate it.
Well, and that's very nice of you to say. We do try to hold sort of a consistent moral compass in the stuff that we're doing, and we try to help empower some voices, but we also just try to have some fun and give people something to do every day. So hopefully we find that balance of sort of fun, but also sort of some education and doing some good too. That's always a nice thing.
Well, I love it. I love your work. Happy to be on anytime you need me, you guys. And thank you again for sharing
like
this survey. I
Wu-Tang?
think we're going to
Yeah. So
hopefully get some good
Do
data.
you like Wu-Tang?
do you know who Wu-Tang Clan is? Have you heard of Wu-Tang Clan before?
I have, but I'm not. But actually, who is
So
that?
it's a musical group. They're a hip hop musical group, and sorry for the odd question, but it's just we do have one person, our intern. That's his one question he asks every guest
Every single
every
person.
single time. The reason why you
He
didn't
still
get
asks
asked,
us.
you didn't get you. He tried to ask you last time, but you were speaking with Cheryl, so that there was no opportunity for anyone to insert that question. So forgive us for asking
Well, that interview with Cheryl too. We had all that sound problem. Remember that was there was some technical difficulties, and that was hard. No, I really don't. Everybody's always like, "What?" But I really don't listen to any music. I mean, I work a lot, and then I go for a long walk at night and talk to someone I love, on my 420 walks, and then I work some more and try to think creatively and try to think about big projects like between 7 and 11, and then I watch Trevor Noah, who I love. I love how many he can do any accent. It's just amazing. He was jumping into like a French accent last night when he was doing some audience back and forth, and he was so funny. It was an old show, but I cannot believe how skilled he is with picking up on accents and the way he'll jump from a German accent to a French accent to a Southern American. Or what did he do last night that was hilarious? It was, I think, like speaking Arabic with a French accent.
Oh wow.
I don't. That was really good. He's so gifted. I watch him and I watch Stephen Colbert, and then I go to bed. And I do like Ario. When I do listen to music, I listen to Ario Speedwagon and the Eagles and all of my 1980s, hair bands and boy
Do you like
bands
Pink
from way
Floyd?
back when I was tearing it up myself.
Do you like Pink Floyd?
I don't know. It's a little heavy. Ario Speedwagon, right, is like my moped, like fun to ride,
Controls you
but
too
you don't want
much.
anybody to see you on it.
Well, and I think it's also that for all of us, we all have certain music that sort of evokes sort of like great emotional responses, and it can be for different reasons. But when you find that for you, it's like, of course you should stick with it. And by the way, may I caution that you're giving away the Mary Clifton trade secret about how a woman can become amazing and successful and do great things. So I would caution you that you may be giving away your daily recipe there that people may follow and then find great success with.
I know
So
I'm going on a 420 walk now every day.
Oh, I thought it was the 12 to 14 hours a day of just grinding away at it.
that is
I don't know how to be successful without just working a lot. But I also think that it's about collaboration. I actually jumped off a call with my cannabis attorney in New York, David Feldman, to come over and work with you guys. We're putting together ACME, the Association for Cannabis and Medicinal Experts. And I'd love you guys to be involved in that
oh,
too,
that's
because we
amazing.
need people within the media who know how to get the message out, but we all just need to pull together and collaborate as hard as we can and get everything advanced as quickly as possible.
Well, that's
So,
amazing.
so David and I are pulling together that community and hoping to add a lot of value to the cannabis community. We were going to have it just be medical people, but actually the problem is the medical people need to talk to the businessmen, and we need to talk to media. We need to have everybody in this community. And then if somebody says, I've been cooking this amazing face cream in my kitchen and I just want to be able to white label this, then we need a white labeler in the community. And we need somebody with a business training, and there's a lot of different training that people need.
Well, and
So
that's amazing, and we would
I'm at my mother's. Oh, I'm sorry.
I
Go
was going
ahead.
to say that's amazing, and we would be honored to be a part of it. And honestly, even as we in Massachusetts, as we look at folks that have the most difficulty in starting cannabis businesses, who were supposed to be prioritized to do that, especially some small and medium-sized businesses, micro businesses, minorities, and people that were affected by the war on drugs, et cetera, that were all, and they don't necessarily have the same. Despite that prioritization, without resources available to them for assistance, that prioritization sort of is nullified, and so just for so many, and whether it's women, vets, like there's just so many folks out there that like need and deserve, a leg up in trying to have an equitable part in the cannabis industry. that we need more stuff like this. We need more, because even when it happens here and there, it ends up happening in pockets. So just to sort of try to do that on a grander scale and have something that's available to folks no matter where they are, where it's certainly at least in states where it makes sense, or that it's legal, and that folks can begin to prepare for that. I think that's amazing and so valuable. And even here in Massachusetts, there are lots of folks that don't know where to go for that kind of help, and when they do, often they're left in predatory environments. So to have something where it's people that are running it, where you can trust them, that they historically that they're doing good, right? And with a level of transparency that makes sure that, like, the little people that need help aren't getting taken advantage of. Instead, they're getting that actual help. So that's so amazing, and just adding on to the list of great things that you do. And we're so happy that you would consider us to be a part of it.
Well, I love all of that. I mean, that's such a powerful conversation to have right now. And I've been thinking about how I need to add to that conversation on my own social media and what I need to do in my life. Just with all of the black and brown conversation going around right now. And one of my friends just posted about looting, about how, all this looting is horrible going on in Minneapolis, but then billionaires now have added something like 500 billion to their existing billions and really looted us over this pandemic. But that's okay. Nobody's talking about that because we're all focused on whether or not you should wear a face mask when you go to the grocery store. And we're so easy to distract with simple concepts. It's embarrassing. But yeah, it is time. It's so overdue, because you have a population of people that, if and I don't even want to say if there is black and white, because there is black and white. There's so many disparities that exist and so many differences, but you have a group of people that are strong and smart and super capable and just have never been given the opportunities, and there's so many gajillions of opportunities that open up for in circumstances based on race and based on religion and based on, there's a lot of others, but the race question is what we're all talking about right now. And you're right. I think given just a few amazing opportunities, the cream rises to the top, and we're gonna have a hopefully a very colorful community, because I mean, I think that the hip hop community and like all the work that Vlad is doing in Happy Monkey in New York, just such a cool vibe. The energy, the vibrational energy around the black community in cannabis is like, cannot be beat. It's the best vibe going on right now, and I think in the world, but certainly in New York, and probably in LA too.
We were lucky enough to have a Happy Monkey party here in the Boston area a couple of months before the COVID hit, and it was great. It was great to have all of them come from New York and sort of,
Aren't they the greatest?
yeah, and just
Vlad is the
and
greatest.
show us their sort of New York flavor of how to have some fun, after a convention. And we've actually been conversing with Vlad over the last couple of weeks to try to find some time for him to come on the show too, because he's great and we love the work that he does.
Yeah, he does great work, and they're definitely moving the needle in New York about legalization and recreational and these consumption lounges, and he's talking to everybody. He's a person who is talking to everybody too.
Excellent. Well, so
Creates a lot of
we're, we want to remind folks that there is the survey right now that, and that Dr. Mary Clifton has posted. We want to make sure that you guys take part. As she had requested, let's be careful about how we disperse the link, but let's maybe share it with some folks that we know that will take the survey. And this way we're going to have, hopefully some more data that we can collect around potentially the positive effects that cannabis has on helping us through this COVID situation. And
Yeah. And then in the meantime, you don't have to wait until somebody fabricates an expensive CBD mouthwash for you to buy. You can use your current CBD oils, or you can use the cannabis products you're using. All of the same cannabinoids that they're testing are already available to you in the products that you have access to now.
Excellent. And
It's great to be on your show, you guys.
well, and we do want to remind folks out there that when you're getting your CBD, there's lots of different places that you can get it. You want to make sure that you get it from somebody that you can trust, and there are medical professionals out there that can assist you with that. And so not only can Dr. Clifton help you with that, there's other folks too. There's other folks that can actually help you with knowledge around CBD. Make sure that you're dosing correctly. Make sure you're using the right kind of methods and products, and typically, because when you're dealing with a medical professional, the top priority for them is your health as opposed to making some money. So you can sort of rest assured that you're going to certainly get better guidance than if you go to a gas station or a convenience store or a department store to get it. So we really appreciate you spending some time with us, and we can't wait for you to come back.
Oh, thank you. I'm looking forward to coming back too.
Excellent. You have a great day.
Mary.
Dr. Mary Clifton.
You guys have a great one.
Thank you. All right, folks. Love it that Dr. Clifton came on. That's pretty exciting what she's doing with not only just with the survey stuff, but also with excuse me, with that she wants to start to build out some resources for folks that want to start cannabis businesses. Nice. So that's really cool. Oh, that's just me. I was like, oh, she's still on. I'm like, oh, she kind of looks like Mike.
Interesting
She looks
character.
Now
the giveaway.
Yeah. Yeah, we never started the giveaway today.
Damn, it's noon. Oh, y'all got about 30 minutes. Start answering some questions.
All right. So, all right.
Start doing the giveaways at the end just to see who's still here. If you still here and wanna win, put a Christmas box in the comments.
Yeah, whoever's so I can.
If you wanna win,
who wants to win
put
something?
a Christmas
Who's still here?
box emoji in the
I know Nick's still here.
comments.
Trisha's still here. Heather Marie's here. I know there's more people than that are going to comment though.
Put a Christmas present.
There's more people watching.
Emoji in the
Who's still here? Let us know.
Trish love putting that tie emoji.
What's up,
trying to
Trish?
get tie emoji of the decade.
Oh yeah, so Todd.
You finna get a free tie treat.
Today. No such thing.
No such thing. You don't give out tie tricks for free.
This is a Hermes. But today's tie.
Trish,
For those of you
that
that love skinny ties, this is a skinny tie.
you gotta do a little bit more tricks to
About
get
as
a tie. He
skinny
already
of the
said
ties
it.
I'm getting.
He said, "Yo, tie tricks don't come for free. You gotta give up something."
Can everyone please make sure that they take Dr. Mary Clifton's survey? We'd appreciate that. And we got to do it too. We should do it too. What's up, Rebecca? Rebecca comes in at the end of the show. I think something to do.
Come on, guys.
It's like a noontime thing. Rebecca's like driving right
everybody
now. And
do
she's
what
listening
Sarah
to
V
us.
is doing. Put the present. Okay, Sheila.
Sarah,
that's
I'm
what
fancy
talking
every
about.
day.
Everybody keep putting a little present emoji so we know you here, because that's the only way you going to win. So the prize giveaway today should be you tag somebody and guess a number between.
Well, hold on. Before you say anything, because when you tag somebody, it insinuates that are they getting the prize, or you just have to tag somebody, right? So, thing is, Nick is going to tag you.
No, you got to tag somebody that's never seen the show.
So how about if we do it
And
real
they win the prize.
If we do it real short,
You winning the prize for somebody else today. You tag somebody, and if they respond and say, "I like this show," and they like the show and follow it, then you win. You got 30 minutes. It's 12:01, so you got to 12:31.
To do what? We're staying on for another half an hour? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe.
Oh,
unless
boy.
somebody win.
Wait, how do they win?
So to win, you gotta tag somebody who's never been on the show,
Okay.
and they gotta like and follow the show.
Okay. Got it. And then we'll just sort of randomly choose from...
No, the first person to do it.
Oh, the first...
The first person to tag somebody who's never been on the show.
Never seen the show.
Never seen the show. They like and follow the show. They win. You're winning for them.
Yeah, I guess because we can see it all here, right?
We can see it.
So we can actually see it.
If y'all BSing, just know that we gonna know and you gonna get blocked.
All right, so you got to tag somebody new, and then we're gonna watch and
So
see
you better
if they
hit your
like
homies
and
up.
follow. What are we? You want to give them a
They can
T-shirt?
unfollow the show after. That's fine.
Should we do a T-shirt? You want to do it? You want to do a good giveaway? Should we give them a T-shirt?
I guess we can give
Is
them
that
something.
big? Is that too big?
Give them something, huh?
Is a T-shirt too much to give?
Nah, T-shirt ain't too much. I guess. I mean, if they. And we win a prize. There you go, Sarah. See, Sarah's been making all the right moves. Now tell them they gotta.
Oh, but now it's a we thing though, so that means we're giving them both a prize. We got to figure this out real quick.
Well, somebody.
We'll send them
one
a T-shirt and then something else, and you guys can fight between the two of you who gets what.
Yeah,
It'll
y'all
be
can
good. The
box
other thing will be
over.
good too. But there'll be something enough for two people then. You gotta remember. You gotta tag. We're gonna see it in the comments. We're gonna see who tag, and then we're gonna see.
But hit your peeps up. Be like, yo, like
my
and tag the show
perspective,
so
it's
we
this
can
way.
win. So we can win. So we
this-
can win. If you want to win, you got to put in.
And they have to like
They have
the
to
stream. Can we see follows?
I thought we could. I thought when they follow the
Followers.
stream. Yeah, when they follow the stream, we can
No,
see.
you're right. We can see it because Cheryl's mom yesterday. We were able to see it.
Come on, peoples. What's taking so? I guess we're going to be here till 12:31 because I know at 12:31 I'm cutting this stream. Best believe if nobody won, I won.
He knows how to do it now too. He knows the buttons to push.
Look, if nobody win, this guy wins. Okay, JT. And we win a prize. Okay, JT, you better shoot him a text or something, because I don't
Oh,
wanna
and
hear
by the
all
way,
that.
for some of you, you may think that you have already followed Disrupt America, and some of you haven't. So you want to be careful because when we pick the winner, we're going to make sure.
Oh, yeah, if you don't follow the stream, you definitely
If
not
you
winning.
don't make that mistake,
don't-
don't make the mistake that you think
don't
you're
slip
following
up,
us
'cause
and
we
you
gonna
haven't.
look. We gonna look. Aw, look at Sarah cheating. Look at Sarah cheating. She got a significant other. They got the same last name. I don't know.
Well, so Rick Duker just liked the stream. He liked the stream. He hasn't followed yet, though. Has he already followed?
Oh, who tagged Rick?
Maybe nobody tagged him.
Who tagged Rick? Nobody tagged Rick?
No, I guess not. Rick just happened to come on. Hey, Rick, we're having a contest. You can win.
Dang, Sarah. I see you.
You see what people are
tagging her
doing, Rick?
She probably threatening her husband right now. You better like and follow this stream, otherwise I ain't cooking tonight. She like, you wanna lay down tonight?
I
You
want
gonna
that
be sleeping on
T-shirt.
the
I want that
couch.
T-shirt.
You're gonna be sleeping on the couch tonight if you don't respond right now.
So the T-shirts are super cool. People are finally starting to get them. It does take a little bit for the T-shirt to come in, so you'll have to be patient. But we'll definitely get you a T-shirt, and you can let us know what color and size you want.
Yeah, just be quiet
And then the
shirt
other
is gonna
thing, we'll
come.
figure it out. It'll be probably like a CBD thing. It could be something infused. We'll
If
figure
you
it out.
mind
But
your
we'll get you a nice
business,
prize
the shirt will
pack.
show up faster.
It's you know what? Today was a cool show, and we're really psyched that
Look at her as we can win.
we're really psyched that Vanessa came on with an amazing guest,
Come on, y'all.
Michael Bilkus. I
Time
somehow
is
am
ticking.
still getting that
It's
name right.
12:05. Y'all ain't got that much time left. She said, I don't know him.
Oh, there we go.
Who?
Who tagged Matthew?
True,
Did somebody
true,
tag
who
Matthew?
him? Tagged who?
Matthew Motoso.
He liked the stream and followed. Who's Matthew?
He liked the
Matosa?
page. He liked the page, and he
Who
liked the
tagged
stream.
Matthew? Who tagged Matthew? If Matthew, you gotta You gotta comment, my man. Say who tags you. I just added that little kink at the end. Yeah, y'all be cheese.
Yeah, Matt, just say hello in the comments,
hey,
Matt.
Matt got a comment.
Matt, so we don't have to
say
scroll
who
up.
tagged
Tell us.
him.
Yeah, tell us who sent you, Matt. Let us
So
know.
if you tag somebody, they gotta comment and tag you.
Uh-oh, time. Ooh, time's ticking.
I did.
You
JT.
did. Jay did?
Okay, JT.
What?
He got a comment now. That's your boy.
Where is he?
Tell
Where
him
is
to
he?
comment.
Tell him to comment, Jay.
I don't want to hear it, JT.
Jay's freaking out right
I
now.
don't wanna
Jay's
hear it.
like-
You better shoot him a text.
He's like, you better.
No,
Come
you
on,
better-
dude.
he
Don't
gotta
ruin this
comment.
for me. Don't you lose this T-shirt for me. Where is he? Come on, Matt.
Sarah, you better get on it. JT
What
is
if Matt is just Jay's fake account?
probably is. Oh, JT, we gonna find who Matt is. Hello, Rick. Trish Hoover tagged. Okay, Rick.
Rick,
you
make
didn't
sure you like
and
the page.
follow.
You gotta like the page,
and
though.
follow.
You gotta like the
You gotta
page,
like
too.
and follow.
Trish, hurry up and tell him. Trish, hurry up and tell him.
Rick.
Because
Oh,
Rick
we
was
got a
first.
competition
Rick was first, but
between
Rick
Matt
only
and
liked the
Rick.
stream.
Who's gonna do it, Matt and Rick? Oh, it ain't.
Rick,
Rick
where's
just
Matt?
like-
Where's Matt in the comments? Matt's not in the comments yet. Rick, you have a
Yeah.
chance. Just go to our page and like Disrupt America. Just
Rick,
click
you gotta
Disrupt
go
America.
like. You gotta.
And
push
the rest
like
of you,
button.
you got time right now because Rick is struggling.
Oh yeah,
and
Sarah
Matt's not in the
bad. Look at
comments.
Sarah like Jose. You way behind. Oh yeah, Jose. Or
Well, we
Joseph.
do need a mechanic.
Joseph.
But where
you
is he?
done.
Where is he in the comments? There. All right. Yeah, Matt. Sorry. All right. So Rick, I'm sorry. And I can
Dang,
show.
Rick.
We could.
Dang,
Trying to figure out
Joseph.
how to
Hey,
show you.
Joseph. It's gonna be a long day for you tonight, my
So
brother.
Rick, I swear to God, because Rick, we mentioned you first, but it just says you like the stream. It didn't say you like the page. And then Matt came in, and the contest was for somebody who had never liked it before. So if you're like, oh, well, it says I already liked it, then I'm sorry.
But anyways,
Matt, you won. Matt and Jay. So this, you know what's best about this?
oh, Joseph came in just a little too late, my brother.
Well, Joseph didn't get a chance
didn't
to
even
like
like
and
and
follow.
shit. Hey, Joseph.
Rick's, you know what? Rick's gonna go and
It's
unfollow
gonna
us
be a
now. I'm
long
sorry,
day
Rick.
for
I
you
didn't
tonight,
mean-
my brother. She was mad. Let me tell you, Sarah was mad. So
Yeah.
let me just say.
Oh yeah, Jessica. No, we got it. So Matt wins. Matt wins.
Yeah, Matt won.
Matt won. Can I tell you something else that's great about that? Is that since Jay and Matt won, we can give them the prizes, and nobody has to mail anything. I'm excited. Jay, you already have T-shirts. What do you think about giving Matt a T-shirt? Jay's like, F that. Matt can get some CBD something.
Just understand, we're going to start doing that a lot more. So, if you already liked it and followed it, you better undo it.
No, you
Come back
can't.
and-
No, we'll know. We'll know.
And then for all the people who already did it, just understand that now when we do it again, y'all got to find somebody else. So, you better be hitting up them friends like, yo, got this TV show we can win. You just got to like and follow the page when they tell us to, which is going to be probably tomorrow.
Joseph and Matt and Rick, we appreciate you guys jumping in and liking us.
Hey,
So-
Joseph, shout out to you, my man. It's going to be a long day. Hope you enjoy your
no, it's Matt.
PB
Matt's getting it. I don't know
your
what Joseph's getting.
PB&J.
We have a PB&J. Where did that happen? Where did those things go? Are they in the car?
No, they're in the fridge.
Ooh.
Hope you.
Hold on, we're
Good
not
luck,
going yet.
Joseph. Good luck, Joseph. Hope you survive tonight. You probably gonna be getting a bologna sandwich for dinner. You showed up too late, my man. Sarah was not having it. He takes the IG.
Oh, that's Sarah. Is that Sarah's significant other?
Oh yeah, my man. He showed up late. She's not having it.
All right. So a few days ago.
Yesterday, you mean?
No, was it yesterday we ate these? No, it was the day before.
Yesterday we got those.
Yes.
Yeah.
A few days
I
ago.
know, right? See, look, Joseph, like, damn.
So, by the way, for Joseph and Matt and Rick, come back every day because we give away stuff every single day. It's not just today. It's every day on the show we give away stuff.
Hey, Joseph,
So
good luck, my brother. Just hold it down for me.
So this, man, I almost want to switch to this thing for a second. Hold on, let me see if I can do it. I can. All right. Right here. All right, so this is a peanut butter cup, right? It looks innocent. His is white chocolate. Can you see that? Hold on, I'm gonna switch the thing. Hold on.
This was white chocolate.
He's got white chocolate and jelly and peanut butter in his. This one's milk chocolate. Don't be jealous. Now you can be jealous. You don't understand how good this is. So this is all infused. Don't ask me how strong it is. You can ask me later. Yeah, this is from Avril. Peanut butter and infused peanut butter, infused jam, infused chocolate. We're gonna have a good afternoon. Vanessa, this one's for you, Vanessa. Oh, it's so good. Definitely shout out to Avril. How Avril is.
Mine's done.
By the way, I didn't see him in the audience today, but shout out to Hako. Hako got his t-shirt in, and he wore it yesterday, and we saw it, dude. I appreciate that. It looked good in the t-shirt. Avril wore her t-shirt yesterday. She looked amazing.
I know y'all want some. Ooh, Vanessa, you so sad right now. Cause my stomach is so satisfied.
You know what would have been a good magic trick for Vanessa? Is if their shirt had come off and it had been a Disrupt America t-shirt on.
I had a better idea, but but I guess we can go with what Mike said.
Oh boy.
I was thinking, no,
Thirsty Thursdays.
We're not gonna talk about what I was thinking about.
Okay.
Anyways.
So.
Hey, Joseph, we still appreciate you liking the stream, even though you in deep dog doo-doo. We love you, my brother.
Shout out to Heather Marie Brown. Shout out to Vanessa. Thanks for coming on every week, Vanessa. We really appreciate it. Shout out to Scott the Superfan. Don't know where he is. Shout out to Nick the intern who showed up for a little while.
Scott the Superfan, who was that?
It's a guy who used to come on the show and help out sometimes.
Oh, is that the one we let go? We had to let go?
No, that's the one who decided that
he just wasn't going to show up for work no more. Oh, wow.
Well, yeah. And it's the whole thing with his kid in the hospital and stuff.
I cannot believe this, man. We finna pull up to a shop. We pulling up to
We are, and we're going to do our show there.
We're finna pull up to the nano tank.
We're going to pull up to the nano tank.
Like,
and
yo,
we're
what's
gonna do
up,
our show
homie?
there.
Where you been? You ain't show up for work.
You're working now, aren't you, Scott?
Start holding fish hostage.
Working now, aren't you, Scott?
Like, huh? You like the stupid blowfish? Huh? You like the blowfish? Come to work tomorrow. The blowfish, get it.
Shout out to all of our fans. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys coming and watching every day. And we love that you guys come and have fun with us. And shout out to Dr. Mary Clifton for coming on.
Mary Clifton, she has a beautiful smile.
It's a little. She
has a beautiful smile.
It's distracting in the best of
She
ways.
has a beautiful. Every time she smiles, it was just hitting my soul.
She could be like, ooh, ooh. Can I tell you, Dr. Mary Clifton could be like, so boys, why don't you go jump off a pier? And I'd be like, ooh, Dr. Clifton, I'm really going to be thinking about that for a little bit. I think that sounds like a great idea. So she could kind of tell me to do a lot of things. And
when she smiles, she just make you melt. Like, oh.
Sarah, we're really excited you got your mug. You want to know why?
Should we tell Joe?
Because it looks like this. Looks like that.
Nice. Look at that mug. That's the mug you get. I'm jealous. You'll get it in half. You'll get it without the handle. You just get the handle.
Just the handle. But especially shout out to Heather Marie Brown, who has been absolutely
Who
amazing.
took Scott's job and did it better than him? Ooh, I didn't say that. That came from the boss man. I just repeat what the boss man say.
You shouldn't say that because people don't think that's actually.
Yo, everybody know we love Scott, yo. Stop it. Scott is irreplaceable sometimes. He was irreplaceable the first 2 weeks we got him. After that, he became a liability.
Remember when he didn't show up that one time?
Come on. He showed up one time, then he went on a break.
We were lost when he left.
He was like, yo, I need to go on a break. What?
Oh, hey, Joe.
Hey, we run this like Mr. Krabs.
Sorry,
Y'all never seen the SpongeBob episode where Squidward took a break? And SpongeBob was like, yo, Squidward took a break, and Mr. Krabs was like, haven't nobody took a break here in 43 years.
Right?
Come on. Hey, anybody, y'all want to know something funny about SpongeBob? So Mr. Krabs, the restaurant is shaped like his restaurant. I forgot what it's called, but it's shaped like a lobster trap, which is funny. And then y'all also, if you real SpongeBob fans, you would know what the secret ingredient is. But if you don't know what the secret ingredient is, you're not a real SpongeBob fan. And don't go Google it now. It's too late. I already know you're not a SpongeBob fan. Because I already know what the secret ingredient, what is it called? The burger? Dang it.
Krabby Patties.
Krabby Patty, yeah.
You know what the secret ingredient is?
Yeah.
What is it?
If you watch SpongeBob, you know the secret
I don't remember. I
ingredient.
remember that episode. I don't remember what it was. It's been a long time.
No, that episode don't tell you what the secret ingredient is.
Oh, you just have to
It's
like figure it out?
It's another episode where he tastes the Krabby Patty for the first time. Where Mr. Krabs tastes the Krabby Patty for the first time.
But it was something awful, wasn't it? The secret ingredient is like something awful.
The secret ingredient is him. It's crab. He ate, on one of the episodes, he ate a Krabby Patty and he was like, that's what I taste like. That's the secret ingredient. People don't even know that. Yeah.
Is that why he has a wooden leg? Doesn't he have a wooden leg?
No. That's just what they kind of feet that they gave him.
Oh.
It's not plankton. Who said plankton? It's not plankton. No, absolutely not. It's crab.
A few people are saying plankton.
No, it's not plankton.
Hako!
What's up, Robert?
You're amazing, Hako.
Robert, ha ha!
So I just had a cool idea for a t-shirt. It would be a t-shirt of Hako.
You guys Googled that. That's what it says on Google. That's not true. It's crab. I'm telling you. I'm finna look it up right now. I bet you that's what Google's saying. That's how I know y'all was reading Google. Google this.
Hako. I want to make a t-shirt of a picture of you wearing one of our t-shirts with a little falcon on your shoulder. And do you think you should have an eye patch? And then Hako, why don't we sell it? And like all the proceeds can go to something. We'll figure it out. I want to make some t-shirts where if we sell them, that the whatever money can go to something. What do you think? Or not, doesn't matter. Be cool. Either way, we appreciate you watching and buying a t-shirt and doing a couple of videos here.
Johnny Two Socks, way to show up late, my brother.
Johnny
but
Two Socks is here?
Happy to see you, my man.
Johnny Two Socks, we were worried that they, see, Trish says it's crab.
No, it's not crab.
That's what you said it was crab.
Oh, I did say it's crab.
You said it's not
crab.
plankton.
It's not plankton.
Trish says it's
I just
crab.
realized Squidward is 47 years old.
Hako, it could be as long as the t-shirt's peeking out from it, and then we'll have a falcon sitting on your shoulder. But I want it to be like a t-shirt within a t-shirt, right? Like it's the t-shirt. And then, by the way, if you then got the t-shirt and put your robe on and had the fake falcon on, and you literally open the robe and it's then a t-shirt of you wearing the t-shirt. Does that make sense?
Little boom, boom,
Multiple
boom.
levels. Hey, Jessica.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Stuff happens, huh?
Dang, that's crazy.
What's that?
Squidward is 47 years old in the show, and Patrick is 71 in starfish years, which I don't know what that means.
Does anyone know what starfish years translates into human years?
But SpongeBob is 7.
It's only 7 years old?
Yes.
So that means that I feel like Patrick must be like not more than like 9 or 10.
Yeah, I don't know what that. How many years is one starfish year?
I found this on the web.
I found this on the web.
Okay, now that I'm eating this, the countdown has
What's
begun.
a starfish year? It's not telling me.
It's like a year. It's a human year.
No, it's not. Okay, that's like saying a dog's.
Patrick is 37, Jason is saying.
Patrick is 37? Okay. That's cool. So Squidward is 47, Patrick is 37.
But then SpongeBob is 7?
Yeah.
There's something about that number 7, huh?
It's very interesting. That explains Squidward, though, and why he always so angry, because he old.
Doesn't that make like everyone else on that show a pedophile? All messing around with a 7-year-old boy? Fucking around with him?
No, he messes
Not
with
pedophile,
them.
but like...
He messes with them, if anything.
No, but they mess with him too. Patrick especially. Patrick
is his friend. They don't mess with
That's
him.
not... Yeah.
They just get into crazy adventures.
You're right. The 37-year-old...
Childish.
You're right. The 37-year-old and the 7-year-old go on lots of amazing adventures, don't they?
They're best friends.
Yeah, they sure are, aren't they?
I don't know what you're thinking about, but this is a TV show that's underwater with sea creatures. This is not what you turning it into.
I'm just saying. That's just weird.
At no
now.
point
It's
in the
weird.
show do they make it seem like they're doing
Right,
anything
it's because
weird.
they're doing a great job at hiding it. Patrick is 37, SpongeBob is 7. They're best friends. They have
I
underwater
watch
adventures.
every single SpongeBob episode.
What kind of TV
and at
executive got that tagline?
And at no point
And was
in
like,
time
that sounds
did
like
I
a great
ever
idea.
think that this was a pedophilic show.
I never thought so either until somebody just told me that SpongeBob is 7 and Patrick is 37.
That doesn't mean anything. They're not human. They're sea creatures.
Oh, so
they all have different lifespans.
You're saying it's okay for sea creatures to...
No, I'm
underage
saying
sea
that
creatures.
if you think about it, them being best friends underwater would make sense. That it's kind of weird that a star, a sponge, and a squid would be friends, because they're all so different, yet they're all under the same water.
Yeah, like one's taking Metamucil, the other one's hasn't hit puberty yet, the other one's midlife crisis.
That's how it is underwater.
Okay.
They're not all born at the same time.
All right. Well,
Just
all
like
right.
on Earth.
You convinced me.
Yeah. Under the sea, exactly. He's a babysitter of some sorts. See, Johnny, that's the better way to look at it.
Congratulations, Jay and friend.
I'm not gonna sit here and let you disrespect SpongeBob. That is a childhood. That is a childhood symbol
Jay's friend
for the
Matt.
'90s. For the '90s unit. as our childhood symbol. It's like talking mess on Superman. Or actually like Batman, Spider-Man. People are seem to like them more. Why does Squidward nose look like a penis with balls?
I hope that's a joke and not just a real question.
Well, I mean, how else are you supposed to make an octopus look that talks? You have to give it a face. They had to give it a face, so they was like, hey, let's start with an octopus look and just add a nose and some eyes. If you look at the way he looks like an octopus. But if you erase his nose and erase his eyes, he looks more like an octopus. They just give him a face because it's a show. Why do they give robots faces? Why do they give cars faces? You guys have to think about this. Everything needs a face. You need something to focus on, to lock in on. Look at him. He's not a squid, he's a squid, not an octopus. Okay, well, what's the difference? They're distant relatives. Like, do you really want to get into this? Okay, explain to me the difference between a squid and an octopus. Please, explain. Please, somebody take their time and write the difference between a squid and an octopus. Please. Besides the name. You think, okay, yeah, squid, word, and octopus, yeah, Jessica. It could have been octoword, and then you'd have been writing the opposite. If his name was Octoword, you would have been writing the opposite. You'd have been writing, is Octoword is a squid? That's what you'd have been writing. Instead of, is Squidward an octopus? Yeah, come on.
Octowaldo is a squid.
Dude's genius laugh. Yeah, he laughs like the brain. What was his name? Trying to take over the world. Was it Pinky and the Brain? He got Pinky and the Brain laugh. Squid or octopus, either way is good eating. Exactly, Johnny. Straight to the point. It's all about food at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it's only a couple things on men's mind. Our next meal, and the next paycheck.
Oh, look. Jay and Derek are apparently sharing the same internet browser.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. You guys
careful on the.
So you guys trying to prove a point by?
You both watch granny porn too? Is that the similar search that comes up?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you guys share a screen on Pornhub too?
Watch party.
Watch party. Octopus lives in den on the ocean floor while squids live in open ocean. Octopuses use their 8 suckers, arms, and legs to capture their prey and move out on the ocean floor. Squids have 8 arms and legs with suckers and 2 special tentacles that they use to reach out and catch prey.
No, Derek and Jay, we appreciate you guys Googling stuff. It was just funny. You like jinxed each other. You owe each other cokes now or something like that.
I can't believe y'all really did that. Copy and paste at the same time.
Yeah, it was like,
you sick bastard. There said you sick loosely Google, you sick bastards. Hey, I'm just saying.
oh no.
Sheila, where you going?
Don't go, Sheila.
Sheila.
I think she was just finding SpongeBob. Maybe she does have to go. Maybe it's late. Maybe it's almost 12:30.
Yeah, nobody got the answer. Who won? Oh, somebody
Jay
did
won.
win.
Jane is friend
I
won
forgot. Somebody
a while
did win.
ago.
We just kept on talking to y'all. Damn.
We were just having fun. No, you know what it is?
Well, it's 12:30.
It's because we had the thing. It's because we had the.
Yes.
So listen, if everyone wants us to have better shows, you need to talk to Avril and have her send us more peanut butter and jelly
y'all
cups.
do that. It's a wrap. Y'all gonna
and we'll
piss
have
Avril
great
off.
shows every day.
Y'all gonna piss Avril off now. Y'all better leave her alone.
So do you got a song for today?
And that's the end of the show. Because squids and octopuses is
Different, don't you know?
y'all killing me because I needs to go. And SpongeBob is still my favorite show. But also, so is Disrupt America. And it's time to go. Peace. Oh, hi, April. Oh.
Hey, Avril.
Avro.
Normally, we don't come back for anyone else, but Avril just popped in.
Avro.
Avril, we had your peanut butter cups.
Whoa, Avro. Peace.